In Chile, a scientist is testing metal-eating bacteria she hopes could help clean up the country's highly polluting mining industry. Starving microorganisms capable of surviving in extreme conditions have already managed to eat a nail in just 3 days.
Here's a summary of the article.
In Chile, a scientist is testing metal-eating bacteria she hopes could help clean up the country's highly polluting mining industry. Reels came up with her idea while still at university as she was conducting tests at a mining plant using microorganisms to improve the extraction of copper. I realized there were various needs in the mining industry, for example what happened with the metallic waste, she told AFP. Some metals can be recycled in smelting plants but others, such as HGV truck hoppers that can hold 50 tons of rock, cannot and are often discarded in Chile's Atacama Desert, home to the majority of the country's mining industry. Chile is the world's largest producer of copper, which accounts for up to 15% of the country's GDP, resulting in a lot of mining waste that pollutes the environment. In her research, Reels, who now runs her own company Rudenac Biotech, concentrated on iron-oxidizing bacteria called Leptospirillum. Reels says, chemical and microbiological tests have proved the bacteria are not harmful to humans or the environment. Reels recently submitted a request for an international patent for her technology, but more importantly she hopes it will help reduce metal waste blotting the landscape in the mining regions of her country.
This post received a score of 11,000, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
How could this ever go wrong?
My sentiments exactly. It's a good thing we don't use metal in the production of our buildings, vehicles, or electronics.
It's not like we need iron in our blood either lol.
I mean, bacteria already want our flesh. What's wrong with them wanting the blood too?
Won't someone please think of the bacteria?
I do so all the time. A germaphobe.
Leave Germans alone, they have had enough.
You can't leave them alone. Give the Germans one idle moment and they're off invading Poland. You gotta keep a close eye on those guys. _sneaky Germans.
That Poland bit is unfair. That applies to everyone.
Wait, everyone invades Poland? I've never invaded Poland once. Sure, I've thought about it, but I've never actually done it.
So what byproduct is left by the bacteria after eating metal? Toxic poop? Greenhouse gases? Candy?
I wondered the same thing by the silkworm. Larvae they got to eat styrofoam.
I think it was mealworms and apparently that was organic material when they were done with it.
Tetrodotoxin is a perfectly organic material, found in pufferfish. It's one of the most potent neurotoxins known and has no antidote. Organic material doesn't inherently mean it's healthy.
They're not saying it's healthy to eat, they're saying it's carbon-based and can be broken down naturally. As opposed to styrofoam which lives for 500 years and takes up 30% of landfills and is a major component in the trash island in the ocean.
I once found a massive iceberg at the bottom of a cliff next to the coast when I was driving along a road. I say massive, but like the size of a large car. Parked the car and went down to the beach to get a closer look and it was actually a large block of styrofoam. Was crazy.
Bacteria to the Stone Age.
Stanislaw Lem had that idea first, and #X2OOB, smiley face.
Phytomining is a very interesting subject. By the way, we are currently exploring bacteria that can slowly decompose plastics and the enzymes they use to do so to see if we can't clean up plastic waste better.
Hint. We can. Because we is a massive collective of life and we can basically do anything together.
That's not exactly true though. There may or may not be fundamental limits to these things that we are unaware of yet, and that's why we need to do tons of research and see if we can. We, humanity, may find a solution to problem X, but if the drawback is massive and harmful and that's the only viable solution, then we won't. Also, no, we aren't a collective of life, we are individuals making decisions based on self-interest, part of that self-interest in improving quality of living and solving issues that affect us all. But that by no means makes us a collective.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.